To be quite honest with you, that year that we had Petrino, we was finna kill it. Like, I felt like the energy of us going through everything that we went through that offseason, going through OTA, man, we was on fire. Like, Mike was in such a good headspace. He was throwing – I mean, it was totally different. You know what I'm saying? Totally different offense. We was doing things a lot better that's equated for him to do and things like that.
You think y'all would have been like a prolific offense?
Oh, we was going to be off that year, off and running, yo. And that's why I was so disappointed because –
you had a great year that year.
Exactly.
You had like 800 catches.
Yeah, and like I had like 1,200. Right? Yeah, 1,200 yards. With who knows who's gonna be quarterback that week? You know, we was going week to week.
Yeah.
Let me tell you,
one of his favorite quarterbacks, Joey Harrington. One of his all-time.
The best. I ain't gonna lie. The best ball thrower I ever been around though.
Joey Harrington.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
So I called him, man. So I'm like, I'm optimistic every year for the Falcons, man.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey Trey. Man, Joey Harrington was a Heisman Trophy winner, man. Like number 3 overall pick. Man, he could be a good sighting, good environment, man, to come in. First game, man, is the Trey threw that pick. Man, I was cussing all up and down.
He gave up on the man. He never went back to Joey Harrington after he gave up on the man. Put Byron in. That's what
you had. Byron.
We got Byron later on in the season though. We ain't even. Yeah.
And so. Who was getting? How you was eating up them balls, man? Who was throwing them to you?
You know, quite honestly, we started off with Joey, and at that time, I'm not gonna lie, Joey was like, he was so shell shocked from Detroit. It wasn't even his fault. You know what I'm saying? He had got hit so much that he was thinking he was about to get hit. Like one time we was playing St. Louis, and Joey got benched because he thought he was about to get hit. He was just falling, and Coach Petrino was like, I can't do this no more. And he like benched Joey in the middle of the game. I'm like, what? I was like, who we gonna put in? And then Red came in, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, now we gotta switch a whole game plan.
Yeah.
You know, you catering to the quarterback, you know what I'm saying? So if you start off with Joey, now you gotta switch to do stuff for Red. And then when we got Byron, we had to switch the game plan to do what Byron do.
Different.
So it's like every week, it could be different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I thought about Joey. I'm like, what happened? Like, I come to the sideline and I just seen, Bobby just yelling. I'm like, what's going on? He was like, he benched Joey. Now Joey yelling back at him.
Yeah.
I'm like, they going back and forth. And I was like, what happened? They was like, go look at the thing. So I'm looking at the iPad. I'm like, oh shit, ain't nobody touched it. It just fell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he thought he was going to get hit. And then he was like, that's why he benched him. I was like, shit, I can't say nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, we put Red in. Then we got Byron like midway through the season. So we got Byron. He was going through the script and practicing, a couple weeks before we could actually put him in the game. And then he had one good game. And then the next week we played the Saints, and they hurt him.
Wow.
So it was like, we getting off, and then boom, I was like,
wow.
Oh my God. I said, man, this ain't my year. Yeah. I was just thinking like, this ain't my year. And if Mike would have been there, oh man, we would have went off that year. We would have went off.
I'm glad to hear this. I never.
Oh man.
So you say y'all was clicking and everything?
Oh, we was killing. We were killing. Like, you could just tell like the energy was different. The way we can call plays at the line, and Mike could check the certain things that he like or what he see. Like Bobby. Oh man. And that's the reason why Bobby left, to be quite honest with you, because he was like, I came here for Mike Vick. I ain't come here for.
All the circus that was around it.
Like, you promised me, like, even though Arthur was upset with him and pissed about the whole situation, like, he was promised something that he didn't get. So it was like, you told me I came in for Mike Vick. I don't want to do this with everybody else, so I'm out. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think if Mike Vick would have stayed, Bobby Petrino would have
still been there? Yes.
Coaching.
Yes, absolutely.
Possibly going to the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
Wow.